Happy Friday, everybody. Welcome into the Warrior Dome. It is senior night here on the campus of Westside High School. Andy Maness and Wes Cisco here with you for the final game of the regular season and the final game for all of the seniors here at Westside High School. Final night in the Warrior Dome, Wes. Going to be a fun one.
It should be a good one. Riverview's coming in with a record of 11-11, 9-7, fifth in their conference. Little uphill battle for them to play in the Warriors tonight. But I was talking to assistant coach David Smith earlier tonight, and he said, he was talking about the Valley View game. He said if we would have played defense, we'd be in that better shape. He said we haven't been playing defense or shooting the ball well the last week or so of the regular season. So you never know what's going to happen here tonight.
Well, we are going to, as usual, kick it up to our PA announcer, Mr. Keith Campbell, and let him give you the starting lineups for tonight's game. The Westside Warriors taking on the Riverview Raiders.
As our guest, the visiting team on the scoreboard will be the Riverview Raiders. Riverview is coached by Tommy Coleman and assisted by Nathan Claxton. Riverview comes into tonight's contest with an overall record of 11-11 and a conference record of 9-7. Starting for the Raiders, at guard, a 6'2 senior, number 0, Seth Vaughn. At guard, a 5'10 junior, number 2, Ashton Williams. At guard, a 6-foot junior, number 3, Miles Arnett. At guard, a 5'10 junior, number 4, Cahill Overstreet. And at guard, a 6-foot junior, number 15, Quentin Brown. Assisted by David Smith. They come into tonight's contest with an overall record of 18-5 and a conference record of 11-3. Starting for your Warriors. At guard, he's a 6'2 junior wearing number 35, Riley, the ankle breaker, Falcon. At guard, he's a 6-foot senior wearing number 2, Craig Quick Hands Hard. And at forward, he's a 6'1 senior wearing number 15, Dylan the Big Country Schwartz. And at forward, he's a 6'4 senior wearing number 23, Jordan the SWAT Machine Rockers. And at guard, he's a 6'2 senior wearing number 10, Avery the Playmaker Phelps.
All right, Andy Maness and Wes Cisco back here with you in the Warrior Dome, ready for tip-off between the Riverview Raiders and the Westside Warriors. Starting lineup for the Riverview Raiders, in case you missed it: number 0, Seth Vaughn; number 2, Ashton Williams; number 3, Miles Arnett; number 4, Cahill Overstreet; and number 15, Quentin Brown. For the Westside Warriors, coming out on the floor tonight on senior night: number 2, Craig Hart; number 10, Avery Phelps; 15, Dylan Schwartz; 23, Jordan Rockers; and number 35, Riley Falcons. Warriors win the tip, and we are underway with the first quarter. Schwartz into the paint, backs it up for Phelps, and the Raiders are going to come out and immediately try to double team Phelps. Already setting screens for Phelps early to try to get him open. There's Rockers flashing to the paint. Bounce pass down low for Schwartz. Score off the right side, low blocks.
Great job by the Warriors there to run that wheel pattern and get somebody open, and in time it was Schwartz.
So now here come the Raiders with it. Miles Arnett on the right elbow, had to pick up his dribble, gets it over to Cahill Overstreet. Now to Quentin Brown. Let's see what the Raiders want to do on offense.
Westside's packed it into a zone, Andy.
Here's
like a 1-2-2 to a 1-3-1.
Arnett working against Harp, trying to work off of a screen. There's the pick and pop. Seth Vaughn, his shot off the mark. Phelps comes down with a rebound. 1 minute gone by here in the opening quarter, 2-0. Phelps fired one down low, trying to hook up with Schwartz on the other side of the paint. It'll go out of bounds. And the Raiders will take it back the other way. Checking into the game for the Raiders, an early substitution, number 33, Sincere Brookins. Checking in for Ashton Williams. Miles Arnett, double team now. Over to Overstreet. They double team him also. They're working this half court trap early. Raiders nearly lost that one. There's a hop step in the paint. Wild shot put up by Arnett off the mark. It'll stay here with the Raiders though. Seth Vaughn working against Harp now. Phelps pokes that one loose. Good eyes. Jumping the passing lane there, poked that one out of bounds.
Have you noticed there's a change in tonight's starting lineups, Andy? It's Craig Harp is starting for Mac. As the Coach Whitmire is starting all four of his seniors.
How about Cahill Overstreet hovering in midair to let that shot go? Ties it up at 2. .5:35 left to play here in the first quarter. There's Felkins working off a screen from Rockers. Had the ball literally stripped out of his hands by Seth Vaughn. Vaughn can't finish with the left hand. Cahill Overstreet gets the rebound over to Arnett. Down the corner, three-point shot on the way. That's Sincere Brookins. Finding the bottom of the net for a triple. Riverview's first lead of the game. They come up with another turnover. Fast break opportunity coming up. And Phelps will put a nix on that. 1-on-2 chance for the Warriors now. And they get the fast break bucket of their own. They draw within one, 5-4 the score. Good steal there by Phelps. Excellent defending. Here's Arnett working to his left. Gonna let Brown try to work on Harp. Warriors bring the double team, doesn't matter. Brown goes baseline, he'll score.
He just manned up on that one, Andy.
Over the Rockers. Not a Harp.
But the Raiders are playing a diamond and one, keeping one person at all time on Avery.
Schwartz just going to take it himself. Nobody on him. Missed the easy bucket. Rockers cleans it up. He'll go to the free throw line. Fouled by Sincere Brookins.
Teams first. Number 23, George Rockers at the line with 2 shots for the Warriors. Into the game, the Riverview.
First one for Rockers is good. Coming into the game for Sincere Brookins is going to be Ashton Williams. Checking back in, one of the starters. 4:12 to play in the first quarter. And Rockers will rim that one through. Brown fed that one down low, and a travel called on Ashton Williams. A little bit of a double jump there.
Yeah, he was trying to get in between the two defenders for the Warriors and took an extra step there.
3:54 remaining here in the first quarter. Coach Coleman telling the Raiders to go out and get the ball handler. Touch pass into Schwartz. Again, nobody on Schwartz. Deep three-pointer from Felkins finds the bottom of the net. And now the Warriors on top by 2. A little back and forth first quarter between these two teams. Trying to answer the call, Seth Vaughn off the mark. How about that drive by Phelps, and how about that swat by Seth Vaughn?
And they're going to call a foul on him.
Yeah, he got all ball, but I'm not sure about the body.
Let's look here when he comes down. I think
Warriors might have got a little
that was
bit
an
of a favorable
anticipation call there.
Williams pulls up, gets it over to Brown. Brown's deep three-pointer off the mark. Going up for a rebound. A couple of Raiders, a couple of Warriors. They're going to call a foul on Riverview.
Seth Vaughn's going to pick up another one.
Third team foul called on the Raiders here in the first half. Sincere Brookins checking back in. Seth Vaughn will head to the bench, as Wes mentioned, with 2 fouls. Phelps working to get some good defense here by Arnett.
2-point shot.
The PA announcer called it a 3.
It was only a 2-point shot. I saw the official show 2.
Yeah, I believe Mr. Campbell just corrected himself there. Lead is up to 6, and Craig Hart going for a steal. Looked like he might have had it. Got a little bit of clothesline there by Quentin Brown. Ball goes out of bounds, last touched by Hart. So the Raiders will keep it right here.
Good hustle by Hart there to even make a play on that basketball. Walk.
Yeah. Quentin Brown taking a couple of steps there, forgetting to put it on the floor. 2:26 left to play in the first, and we are going to have a timeout on the floor.
30-second timeout.
13-7 the score. Westside leading Riverview. We remind you live coverage of Westside Warriors basketball on Tubetown is brought to you by Hubbard and Hope Furniture, Everyday Chef, and SSR Insulation LLC. Make sure you also follow us on social media. On Facebook and Twitter, search for Tubetown online.
So it's a good job right now by the Raiders to keep an eye on Avery Phelps. He's got 6 points, but we know as well as anybody's covered him all year long that he could go off any minute, and he could just explode for multiple points.
Rockers to inbound it. Gets it to Schwartz. A sidestep move by Felkins there. No good. Schwartz to get the rebound, and his putback is no good either. So now the Raiders getting the defensive rebound. We'll bring it up the floor. Here's Cahill stepping back for a 3-pointer. Cahill Overstreet off the mark. Here's Phelps driving, pulls up, top of the key, 3-pointer no good. Schwartz with a rebound, turnaround jumper off the glass, good. Dylan Schwartz with 4 points in the game. The lead up to 8 now for Westside. Ahead to Schwartz, wide open. Nobody on him.
Good job by Schwartz to run down the floor and no one else even looked at him. We got another timeout here called by Riverview. It's going to be another 30-second timeout.
We will remind you here in just a minute of our sponsors. As you see Phelps pulling up top of the key. Look at Schwartz boxing out and then getting the putback.
Now look here. Here's the one right here. No one even looked to see where he was at.
So Warriors lead up to 10. We remind you live coverage of Westside Warriors basketball on Tubetown is brought to you by First National Bank, Interior Design Plus, and Jonesboro Auto Auction. 1:35 remaining in the first quarter. Senior night here in the Warrior Dome. Westside still got all 5 of their starters out on the floor against the Raiders. Coming out of the timeout for Riverview, Landon Chandler is into the game. Also going to put out Montrell Chapman. That's Landon Chandler with it right now. Hand it off to Miles Arnett. He's going to drive. Oh, they're working around the horn. And it's going to be Hart coming up with a steal. And a chase down block will result in a foul.
Yeah, all over his arm there.
Montrell Chapman's first.
Number 2, Craig Hart at the line for the Warriors for 2 shots.
First one on the way. Second one on the way, and it'll fall. So Craig Hart going 2 for 2. Quentin Brown checking back into the game, and they'll send Montrell Chapman to the bench. Arnett over to Brown, trying to work off the screen here. Pull-up jumper from the free throw line, no good. Falcons gets the rebound.
That was a good screen by Chandler there.
Ahead to Rockers once again. And Schwartz rather. Schwartz will head to the free throw line, but check out this amazing assist by Feltz. Look at the floor vision. Just found Schwartz once again standing on the right side of the low post. And off the mark is the and one, so score stays 21-7 now. Clock ticking under 40 seconds in the first. 5 team fouls on the Raiders already here in the first half. 0 for the Warriors, playing very disciplined. Quick three-point shot by Overstreet. Overstreet just drained that one in the corner.
They just left him wide open. We're going to let him shoot it till he hit one. He finally did.
Falcons on the drive. Tried to lob that one over at the last second to Rockers. Craig Hart squares up for a three-pointer off the mark. And again, Schwartz there to clean it up. He's already in double digits here on senior night. Time has expired in the first quarter. So we are headed to the second. 23-10 is the score. Westside leading Riverview. We are back with the second quarter of action right here on Westside Warriors basketball on Tubetown. Live local from Ritter Communications.
You've got a lot of choices when you buy home furnishings. There are many reasons to choose Hubbard & Hoke Furniture, Blytheville and Osceola.
At Hubbard & Hoke, you'll find a great selection of furniture, appliances, bedding, and electronics with outstanding service, 6 ways to finance your purchase, and free local delivery.
Plus, you'll get a great deal every day on name brands you know and trust.
Great deals, outstanding service, and free delivery. You're going to love
Hubbard & Hoke Furniture, Blytheville and Osceola.
Andy Maness, West Cisco back here with you, ready to start the second quarter between Westside and Riverview. 23-10 is the score. Westside taking a 10-point lead with about a minute and a half left to play in that first quarter. Double-digit scoring here for Dylan Schwartz. He has matched the total of Riverview in the first quarter.
And also a good showing on the defensive end, more especially for Craig Hart. So Kessler Mack checked in for him there at the quarter. That was a good quarter for Coach Whitmire to get his senior in there.
Again, 23-10 the score. Riverview rather, coming out of the first quarter timeout with possession. 5 points for Cahill. Overstreet leading the way for the Raiders. Got to get some more scoring on the board here in the second. Foul going to be called on Westside. It's going to go against Dylan Schwartz.
His first, team's first.
To flip that one up and under, did not work. Rockers fights for the rebound. Feltz gets it, pushes it ahead. Falcons with it now on the baseline, going to drive, and his little floater is good. Falcons now with 5 points in the game.
And a good stutter step, and he kept his dribble on there. He faked the defender out, got the layup.
25-10, a 15-point lead. Ashton Williams will lob this one back out for Brown, and they'll try to get another look here. Quick look will fall from Miles Arnett. His first bucket of the game.
A good job by Quentin Brown to look over on his left side and see him open.
Quick shot on the other end by Jordan Rockers will fall. He's now got 4 in the game. Brown working to his left off the screen from Sincere Brookins. Now he's going to give it up to Quentin Brown. Miles Arnett fouled by Dylan Schwartz. It's going to be his second, so just the second team foul on the Warriors here in the first half. Craig Harp's going to come in. He is going to check in for Dylan Schwartz, so we'll send him to the bench with 2 fouls. Lob this one in the back court. Nearly 2 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Here's Arnett with it. Right over to Overstreet. Overstreet tried to feed it down low to Williams, but it was poked out.
Out of bounds. Riverview basketball.
Quick shot from Cahill. Overstreet is off the mark. And the rebound going to the Warriors. Foul is called on Riverview. They're going to get Miles Arnett for his first.
Well, already the 6th team foul, so next time we'll be in the bonus situation for the Warriors for the rest of the first half.
Mack with a 3-pointer fresh into the game.
Just come right in and just hit a 3.
That makes it 30-13. Here's Overstreet going baseline. Tried to take that one up between Feltz and Rockers and gets swatted. They're going to get Feltz for his first. And that will put Cahill Overstreet at the free throw line. These are the first free throws coming up here for Riverview in the first half. It's the first one, makes it 30-13. Second one falls as well, 30-15. Feltz trying to feed that one ahead. Had it swatted down out of the air by Miles Arnett.
Good job by Arnett there.
Now Warriors get it back. Feltz drives. He'll go to the free throw line. 5:19 remaining. Take a look at the drive here.
Arnett fouls him right there, and that's his second foul. It's going to send Avery Feltz to the line for 2 free throws.
Feltz' second trip to the free throw line, 2 for 2 already. 7 points in the first half for Feltz here on senior night. Trying to make it 8, and it will be a 17-point ball game. Here's Vaughn into the front court, trying to lob it down low for Williams. Now over to Overstreet. Just giving him the green light to shoot behind that 3-point line. Craig Hart goes up to get the rebound, and a push from behind called, I think, on Ashton Williams. That'll be number 1 on him.
That's going to send Craig Hart at the line to shoot a 1-1.
Yeah, 18 fouls now on Riverview here in the first half. Still 5 minutes left to play in the first half, so a lot of time left to put the Warriors at the free throw line. Hart pits the front end.
His first miss from the free throw line. Another good job by Harp coming up with the steal.
Yeah, Warriors coming up with yet another turnover. Quick pass over to Feltz for a three-pointer is off the mark. And now Riverview brings it up the floor again. See if the Warriors can come up with another turnover. Brown leaning into the defender there. Big hop step in the paint. It's the one-handed hook shot. There's Falcons trying to take it in between two defenders. Can't get it to fall. Now here comes Seth Vaughn. Again, Brown trying to finish with that big right hand. Can't get it to fall. Over Street. Gets the rebound and the putback.
One of the smallest guys on the floor gets the rebound and the putback.
Had to fight through the forest of trees down there in the paint. Now Feltz on the other end working against Miles Arnett. Leaves it in the corner for a three-point shot from Craig Harp, and it's off the mark. Now here comes Ashton Williams with it.
Not a good choice of shot selection that time by Harp.
Well, we know the Warriors like to launch the threes quickly. There's another three-point attempt by Overstreet that's off the mark. Gets his own rebound. Feeds it down low in the paint, and the shot is good by Ashton Williams. Lead is down to 12. Warriors have led by as many as 17. Riverview trying to claw back in it. Can't leave Kessler Mack open at the top of the key, though. They're lucky he missed that one, and now Quentin Brown brings it back the other way. 2-on-4, picks up his dribble. There's a quick shot in front of the basket by Seth Vaughn that's off the mark. Riverview's gonna have to hit those baskets if they want to hang in here with Westside. Here's Mack pushing off the defender. Got a little bump of his own there. Now Falcons with it, 2:50 left to play here in the first half. Mack, head fake, goes around the defender, leaves it with Rockers right underneath the basket, and Rockers now with 6 points in the game.
Good job there by Mack to look and read what the defense was going to give him. They saw he was coming and jumping. Bounce pass over to Rockers for the deuce.
Here's Brown. Oh, got away with a travel there. Miles Arnett steps up to the top of the key, and he will drain the triple, his second of the quarter. 6 points in the game now for him. The lead down to 11. Three-pointer by Falcons to answer off the mark. Seth Vaughn getting the rebound. Over to Arnett. No look pass. Vaughn from the free throw line. Didn't call bank, but it'll count anyway. And the lead back down to single digits now for the Warriors. And a timeout called by Westside to try to stem the bleeding.
It was actually called by Riverview. It's going to have to be a full timeout.
So we will take one with them. 35-26 is the score. We're back with more action here in the second quarter from the Warrior Dome on Tubetown.
You live. We put you first. Introducing You First Banking, only at First National Bank.
And first quarter action around the area. Valley View, after one, is leading Bay 22-13.
35-26 here in the Warrior Dome. Live coverage of Westside Warriors basketball on Tubetown is brought to you by Denver's Refrigeration and Micah Tilley, an independent consultant for Rodan and Fields. Again, 35-26. Riverview getting it back down to single digits. Westside led by as many as 17 here in the quarter, but now they lead by just 9. It's Warrior basketball. It's Falcons, Mack, Schwartz, Feltz, and they're going to put Logan McPherson into the game to give Rockers a bit of a breather. Here's Feltz driving around two defenders, trying to go baseline, and don't know what the call was there, Wes.
I think they got to get a foul there on Vaughn. That's going to be his third. Team's ninth, so still 1-1 for Avery Feltz.
Avery Feltz at the line for 2 free throws. Back into the game.
1:50 2:47 left to play here in the first half. It is a 10-point ball game. Feltz hits them both. Still perfect from the line. I'm sure he'll miss one now that we've pointed that out as the Riverview Raiders commit another turnover. Here's Felkins on the fast break.
That's going to be an offensive foul.
Yep, Felkins coming in with a full head of steam there. Going to push right off the defense, and he'll pick up his first foul in the process. Arnett bringing it up. He'll be met by Felkins. Tried to feed that one in the paint. They turn it over. Now here's Feltz. Tried to lay that one in. Off the mark. McPherson and Williams fighting for it. It goes out of bounds. And they're going to say that it was a jump ball before it went out of bounds, but the possession arrow will keep it right here with Westside. McPherson from underneath his own basket. Looking for, that's Mack looking for somebody to inbound it to. High pass out to Felkins with 1:15 remaining. Felkins' three-pointer is blocked by Ashton Williams. Williams gets the feed ahead, and he is fouled on the way up, and that's going to be number 3 on Dylan Schwartz. So Craig Hart checking back into the game as Schwartz will have a seat. There you see the reach in right there.
Ashton Williams to the line for Riverview for 2 shots.
Williams' first one.
13, Jackson Thomas, and number 23, Montreal Chapman.
Felkins is also going to have a seat, Andy.
Second one is off the mark. Feltz gets the rebound. Nice feed on the other side of the paint to Brady Johnson, and Johnson will score off the assist, and he'll also go to the free throw line. Take a look at this as Feltz brings it up the floor and fires it on the other side of the paint. Not even looking. And one is good from Brady Johnson. It is now 40-27, the lead up to 13. Under a minute left to play in the first half. .45 seconds remaining. Overstreet. Bounce pass over to Chapman. Chapman tried to take that one up over the taller defender, and that was not a smart idea there, Wes.
That was a good job by Mack to get a piece of that act.
For Riverview, number 35, Michael Good.
This is a kind of interesting play. Everybody on the other side lined up.
Arnett with it, top of the key. Over to Arnett. 15 seconds left. Riverview holding for the final shot. Tried to split the defense there, and with 10 seconds, the Warriors are going to get another chance. Loose ball. Johnson gets it to Mack. Mack trying to feed it down low to Johnson again. Ball still loose. Clock still going. 1 second left. Feltz can't get the shot off. And the two teams will head to the locker room. A 13-point deficit. 40-27 is the score. Westside leading Riverview after the first 2 quarters. We remind you the Everyday Chef is a proud sponsor of Westside Warriors basketball on Tubetown. From unique products like Mackenzie Childs or dinnerware such as Vaatri and Juliska to original art pieces from Arkansas artist James Hayes and Miller's Mud. They're your one-stop shop for all your gift and entertainment ideas, as well as bridal registry. The Everyday Chef offers personalized service for all your gift needs and free gift wrapping. The Everyday Chef and the Wofford family are about giving back to the community. They want everyone to know that they care about their customer and always put them first. Go by and see them at the Everyday Chef, 2325 Red Wolf Boulevard here in Jonesboro. Andy Maness and Wes Cisco back with the Ritter Communications halftime report right after this.
Denver's Refrigeration is a proud supporter of the Westside Warriors. Just like the Westside School District strives for excellence by engaging learners, empowering minds, and educating all, Denver's Refrigeration strives for excellence by providing you with knowledgeable staff, quality workmanship, and speedy service. At Denver's Refrigeration, we believe it's a great time to be a Westside Warrior. Denver's Refrigeration, 3501 East Parker Road in Jonesboro.
It happens every Friday night. Come bid, buy, or sell at the Jonesboro Auto Auction, open to the public. You'll see all makes and models, all price ranges, sold at tremendous savings. We're open daily. All you have to do is call. We'll provide every detail on how to bid, buy, and sell. On Friday nights, go where the dealers go, the Jonesboro Auto Auction at the Bypass and Auction Road.
Bring a new style into your home that you'll love with Interior Design Plus. At Interior Design Plus, we believe everyone should love the look of their home. Located at 3510 Dan Avenue in Jonesboro, Interior Design Plus is dedicated to helping you achieve the look you've always wanted for your home or business. Whether it's freshening up a room or a complete redesign, call Joan or Carrie today and let Interior Design Plus provide the look you'll love for your home or business.
Using the internet is like drinking water. Every time you do something online, it's like taking a sip. If you don't have many devices and mainly use the internet for email or social media, you don't need much supply. But if you have a lot of devices, doing things like streaming video or playing video games, you'll need more. We can help you get the right plan that matches the way your family uses the internet. Visit us online to learn more. Ritter Communications, right by you.
How much bandwidth will satisfy your home's hunger? The average household now has more wireless devices in use a day than ever before, including TVs, laptops, tablets, and smartphones. HD streaming and gaming can use large amounts of data and slow down speeds for other users. The more devices you use, the more bandwidth your home needs. So make sure you have enough bandwidth. Get up to 100 megs with internet from Ritter Communications. It's the speed you need to power all your devices. Call today.
You work here, you play here, you live here, and yet most of what you watch on television is about somewhere other than here. Until now, we proudly present Tubetown, TV about you. Tubetown is a Ritter Communications exclusive network featuring local sports, community events, unique and original programming from our community. Tubetown takes what's best about television, what's best about the community, and brings them together. Tubetown, only from Ritter Communications, right by you.
It begins with a click. And no matter where you are, you have countless choices at your fingertips. On the road, on your break, even in your own backyard. A world of entertainment is just a click away. Simply go to rittercommunications.com/TV everywhere to get started. Ritter Communications, connecting you to everything that matters.
Introducing Ritter Home Security. Ritter takes care of protecting what's most important to you, from threats like unwelcome visitors and fire, to making your life easier by putting the control of your home at your fingertips. Use the free app to shut the garage, lock the door, turn off lights, arm the system, and more. You can even turn back the thermostat to help save money on your energy bill. Plus, get a snapshot when your kids get home. It's smart, beautiful, convenient, and ready for your busy life. Ritter Home Security.
Back to the Warrior Dome here on senior night. Andy Maness and West Cisco here with you at halftime between Riverview and Westside. 40-27 is the score. Westside leading the Riverview Raiders by 13. West, yet another outstanding defensive first half for the Warriors, coming up with several turnovers and as usual, making the most of those second chance points that they get.
Yeah, also the Raiders have 8 turnovers. That's leading to nice fast break left. As you see the halftime stats brought to you by Hubbard and Hope Furniture. Field goals 11 for 16 for the Warriors, 6 for 15 for the Raiders. The one that I like being a old school guru is look at the free throws. 12 for 14 for Westside, 3 for 4 for Riverview. Fundamentals all day long. And the leading scorers, Overstreet with 9 for the Raiders. Phelps and Schwartz 10 points each for the Warriors. So it's a nice combined effort here by the Warriors to have this 13-point halftime advantage.
Yeah, especially after we saw Westside kind of struggle with free throws the last 2 games. It's good to see them come out tonight and hit the majority of those. You know, Riverview got in some big foul trouble there in that first half, had over 10 fouls, and a lot of their starters kind of in foul trouble. Seth Vaughn with 3 fouls on him. Miles Arnett, 2 fouls on him. So a couple of their main guys got to watch out here in the second half if they want to hang around with these Westside Warriors. Again, 40-27 is the score here at the halftime break. We're going to go ahead and step aside for another quick break. When we come back, we'll have the third quarter of action for you right here from the Warrior Dome on senior night.
You've got a lot of choices when you buy home furnishings. There are many reasons to choose Hubbard & Hope Furniture, Blytheville and Osceola.
At Hubbard & Hope, you'll find a great selection of furniture, appliances, bedding, and electronics with outstanding service, 6 ways to finance your purchase, and free local delivery.
Plus, you'll get a great deal every day on name brands you know and trust.
Great deals, outstanding service, and free delivery. You're going to love
Hubbard & Hope Furniture, Blytheville and Osceola.
You live. We put you first. Introducing You First Banking, only at First National Bank.
Denver's Refrigeration is a proud supporter of the Westside Warriors. Just like the Westside School District strives for excellence by engaging learners, empowering minds, and educating all, Denver's Refrigeration strives for excellence by providing you with knowledgeable staff, quality workmanship, and speedy service. At Denver's Refrigeration, we believe it's a great time to be a Westside Warrior. Denver's Refrigeration, 3501 East Parker Road in Jonesboro.
It happens every Friday night. Come bid, buy, or sell at the Jonesboro Auto Auction, open to the public. You'll see all makes and models, all price ranges, sold at tremendous savings. We're open daily. All you have to do is call. We'll provide every detail on how to bid, buy, and sell. On Friday nights, go where the dealers go, the Jonesboro Auto Auction at the Bypass and Auction Road.
Welcome back to the Warrior Dome, everybody. West Cisco alongside Andy Maness. And I would like to, as a former official, to give a shout out to Curtis Tate for being elected the newest member of the Arkansas Official Association Hall of Fame.
Getting ready to start the third quarter. 40-27 is the score. Westside leading Riverview. The Raiders coming out of the halftime timeout with possession. They'll come out on the floor with Brooks, Arnett, Overstreet, Williams, and Vaughn, all 5 of their starters out there on the floor for the Westside Warriors. Their usual starting 5 out on the floor: Dylan Schwartz, Jordan Rockers, Avery Phelps, Riley Felkins, and Kessler Mack. But with that said, Dylan Schwartz picks up his 4th foul quickly in the first 10 seconds of the third quarter. So Craig Harp, who started tonight's game, is going to check back in for Westside.
Not what Coach Whitmire wanted to see out of sports in the first 10 seconds.
There's Brooks muscling his way in. Shot's no good, but Vaughn will clean up the glass. He'll put in the offensive rebound and bring the deficit to 11. How about that double clutch move on the baseline by Riley Falcons? 7 points now in the game for him.
They're going to peck him in on the three. He said, okay, I'll just drive by you.
There's a drive and a floater off the mark. Falcons feeds it ahead to Harp. Harp wasn't quite looking for it, though, so it'll go out of bounds.
Out of bounds. It'll be Riverview basketball.
Westside back in the 1-3-1 zone.
Riverview trying to find an open shot. They went to Cahill Overstreet quite a bit there in that first half. Oh, had him open over here on the right wing too. Just didn't move the ball to that side of the floor.
We're going to have a hand-checking foul here.
It's going to go on Riley Falcons, his second team foul on the Warriors here in the second half. 6:43 remaining. Three-point shot, corner pocket good from Quentin Brown.
Three-point basket, Quentin Brown.
I think I accidentally called him Brooks a minute ago. My apologies. Kessler Mack left wide open on the left elbow. If he had been ready to square up and shoot, that would have been a look that he likes. Instead, it's Falcons getting the look that he likes from the top of the key, off the mark. Harp with the rebound, quick pass to Feltz. See what he does with it. Mack just going to drive into the lane and launch a little floater from about 6 feet in front of the rim, and it'll fall. 12-point lead now for the Warriors.
Good job by Mack because he was fading away. He's going right, and he had to fade back to the left to get that shot off.
Brown has his pocket pick. Westside bringing it up the floor. Feltz ahead of everybody. Gets pushed from behind. The shot won't fall, but he will go to the free throw line. First team foul for the Raiders here in the second half. It'll be called on Ashton Williams. It's his second.
Avery Feltz at the line for the Warriors for 2 shots.
Feltz is off the mark. And as predicted, I mentioned he hadn't missed one. So he is going to miss that one, and he'll make this one. That's how it always works.
Bill, announcer's jinx.
Warriors number 22, Brady Johnston.
5:40 left to play here in the third quarter. 13-point ball game. Miles Arnett bringing it up the floor. Now Quentin Brown's got it. Seems like the bulk of the Raiders' offense is coming from Brown and Overstreet. They lead the team in points, but seems like they're also getting the most opportunities for shots as well. Miles Arnett taking a three-pointer now. Off the mark. Vaughn comes down with a rebound. He's just going to pull up from right outside the free throw line. It's off the mark also. A couple of good looks there. Just could not drop them. Nice spin move there by Falcons, but he lost the ball to go out of bounds, and it will go the other way with the Riverview Raiders.
6 turnover by the Warriors tonight.
Under 5 left to play now. Here's Brown just going to drive. Had to pick up his dribble. Work it around to Overstreet. Overstreet's three off the mark. And Westside getting to the rebound first. Feltz bringing it up the floor. Drives right around Vaughn and finishes with his right hand. 6-point game. Excuse me, man, had that on the wrong line. It's like that can't be right. 13 points here in the game for Avery Feltz.
And I tell you, that was a good job by Feltz again, to keep his eye on the floor. He was actually looking to pass, and they said they let him have the layup. There's going to be an offensive foul on Miles Arnett. It's going to be his third foul.
Take a look at that basket by Feltz just a minute ago.
This will be Westside basketball.
And that's
is good by Felkins.
That was an Alex Stiller three-point shot right there, hit by Riley Felkins.
Brown going to try to answer, and he will. Quentin Brown now with double-digit scoring in tonight's ball game. The lead trimmed back to 15. There's a feed to Feltz. He saves it. Mack will chase that down. 3:20 left to play in the third. Rockers left open. He'll just launch that one. It's off the mark.
That's not his shot.
Here's Brown working it over on the left elbow. Three-point shot from Arnett is off the mark. And again, the Warriors come down with a rebound. Feltz. Step back three-pointer attempt, but he's not going to shoot it. Instead, he'll dish it over to Felkins for the triple. Back-to-back threes for Riley Felkins.
Now he's at 13 points.
Brown just drives, puts up a wild shot as he was knocked off balance by the defender.
He's the one that initiated the contact. That's why he didn't get the foul called.
Oh, Brady Johnson trying to get a nice assist over there to Mack on the offensive rebound. A three-point shot's no good. And it'll be Ashton Williams coming down with the rebound for Riverview. Has his pocket picked, though, and now Felkins winds up with it for Westside, and a hard foul there by Quentin Brown. Unintentional.
We got a timeout, Riverview. It's going to be a full timeout.
We'll keep it right here with 2:10 remaining. 53-35 is the score. Take a look at.
There's that offensive foul.
And there's that answer three-pointer by Quentin Brown also a moment ago, but Felkins going to drop in one right there.
Boom. So Westside gets the #1 seed in the district tournament next week, played at Pocahontas. They'll play Thursday at 5:30. They'll get a first, probably a first and second round bye. Not really sure yet. Bye to the semifinals. That's what I'm looking at here. And also the Lady Warriors will play Monday night, 4 o'clock against Valley View. Again, the district tournament's going to be at Pocahontas. We're going to be at Manila next Friday night for the 3A3 district finals. We've enjoyed watching this Warrior team this year, but we're going to see a little 3A action next week, Andy.
53-35 is the score. 2:05 left to play here in the third quarter. Feltz with a quick basket after the timeout. Feltz now with 15 in the game. Feltz over to Felkins after the turnover. So yet again, Westside coming up with a steal and another assist from Feltz to Felkins.
A good job there by Felkins going underneath and doing the reverse layup. There's another turnover.
That one kind of unforced though, if you will.
13 turnovers by the Raiders in this ball game.
It'll be Westside basketball.
There's a lob into Feltz. He couldn't get to it, so he tips it back And Mack winds up with it. He'll head inside the three-point line and knock down a jumper. He's got 7 points in the game. Ashton Williams gave him a step, and he drives right around the defender. Scores. So a quick answer there by the Raiders as time ticks down now, under 50 seconds to play in the third quarter. Step back three-pointer. Falcons off the mark. Rockers with the rebound. Putback won't fall, but he will go to the free throw line. That'll be number 4 on the Raiders here in the second half. Foul's going to go against Sincere Brookins, his second. And getting ready to check back in for him is going to be Landon Chandler. Craig Harp also getting ready to check back in for Westside. Rocker's first free throw attempt is good. 7 points here in the game for him.
Harp's going to let Avery Phelps get a little breather. Kessler Mack's also going to get a breather, and Christian Childress comes in for him.
Time ticking down now. 35 seconds remaining as Quentin Brown will bring it up the floor. See if they want to hold for the last shot. Guess not, because Rockers comes up with a steal. He tried to slam it home, but kind of Moore has to lay it in, and he's kind of chuckling a little bit. Knows he did not quite get up high enough. What a deep three-point shot there by Quentin Brown. 9 points here in the quarter for him, 13 in the game. And that will end the third quarter here on senior night in the Warrior Dome. One more quarter left to play for these seniors, for Coach Whitmire and the Westside Warriors. We're back with the fourth quarter right after this on Tubetown. Take a look at that attempted dunk there by Jordan Rockers. Tried to slam that one home, and then that was answered with a deep three-point shot there by Quentin Brown right at the end of the third quarter. The score to start the fourth, 63-40. Andy Maness and West Cisco here with you. Senior night at the Warrior Dome. Been a good game tonight for Coach Whitmire and his bunch.
Just exactly what they needed after the heartbreaking loss at Valley View earlier this week.
To start the fourth quarter, it'll be Warrior basketball.
Westside will have possession here to start the fourth quarter. They will start the fourth and final quarter here in the regular season at the Warrior Dome. Kessler Mack, Jordan Rockers, Dylan Schwartz, Avery Phelps, and Riley Felkins. Three-point attempt to start the fourth quarter for Kessler Mack. He's into double digits coming off the bench tonight, and it is now 66-40. Well, Brown thought about the deep three-point attempt, but he'll put it on the floor instead. Brown pretty lively behind that three-point line there in the third quarter. West hit 3 of them. Tried to fog one up there, but misses it.
Yeah, before that he was 3 for 4. And you got to hit a layup.
Well, Felkins trying to get fancy underneath with it. Off the mark.
And that brought Coach Whitmire up off his seat.
Three-point attempt. Arnett off the mark. A whole new set of fresh faces coming in here for Riverview. Phelps gets the rebound off the missed shot. Rockers in the corner now. A little bit flat. And a foul called on Dylan Schwartz. And Dylan Schwartz will foul out tonight on senior night. He will finish his night with 10 points. Scored all of them in the first quarter, Wes.
He didn't play much here in the second half. In foul trouble.
Into the game for Riverview, number 5, Dylan Kennedy, number 34, Dante Adams, number 35, Michael Good, number 23, Montreal Chapman, and number 33, Sincere Brookins.
Ball goes out of bounds. Montreal Chapman into the game for Riverview. Lost that one. It's Dante Adams with it. He gives it up to Sincere Brookins. Brookins with the dish off in the corner. They try to drive baseline with it and trying to find somebody on the other side of the paint. It'll go out of bounds. Feltz over to Harp, squares up for a three-pointer, nails it, nothing but net from the left side. His first field goal of the night, but he does have 6 points now. Quick shot on the other end, off the mark. Here comes Harp with it for Westside. They nearly lost it, but they get it back. Now Feltz drives from the top of the key, goes right around the defender who was posted up. Missed his first shot and his second.
And third.
And the third. Couldn't get the layup or the two tip backs. And a little check foul going to be called on Craig Harp. His first.
We got 5 first faces for the Warriors.
All of the seniors coming out for Coach Whitmire and the Warriors. 5:26 left to play here in the fourth quarter, and Coach Whitmire is kind of calling off the dogs here, so to speak. So Christian Childers checking in, Adonis Thomas, Braxton Wilbanks, Logan McPherson also in there, and I think Brady Johnson also. Feed ahead to McPherson, and he'll get it to fall. 69-40. Kind of a little bit like a whole new ball game here, Wes.
Yeah, a whole new ball game with same results.
It's true. The outcome's not going to be any different.
And now we got a running clock for the next 4.5. Ooh, got away with the foul there. Logan McPherson.
And that was Logan McPherson again hitting another shot. 5 more fresh faces coming in here for Coach Coleman and the Riverview Raiders. There's Landon Chandler just facing up against the defense. Finally launches one after thinking about it for a minute. Here's Childers working from the elbow, leaves it with Johnson in the corner. 3-point shot, no good. But the Warriors will get the rebound. 3:45 left to play. Wilbanks taking it into the paint. His shot's no good. Putback's no good, and it's Sincere Brookins chasing down the rebound. He lost it, but it's Caleb Floyd who's picking it up.
Fouls on Brady Johnson. Get your scorebooks ready because we got 10 new faces on the floor.
Wholesale substitutions for both sides, so some of them we don't even have on the roster. So don't have any of these. I don't think we have any of these Raiders on our roster here. With 2:45 and counting remaining, the score 73-40. So turbo clock is underway here.
Yes. And these look like freshmen, so they didn't get on the R roster because they were in the official book, and that's all that matters.
Also into the game with the Raiders, number 13.
There's River Engel.
Number 14, Peyton Worley. Number 44, Isaiah Giles. Number 40, Hunter Morris.
Now here's Kessler Engel with it. And a Kessler Engel and a Kessler Mack, they almost have the same haircut. This shot by the Warriors, and the rebound is taken out of bounds. So now Riverview brings it up the floor, under 2 minutes left to play.
This has been a fun team to watch all year, Andy.
It has. It's been a real pleasure and a real honor getting to watch Westside this year. Ball goes out of bounds. Montrell Chapman checking back in.
Got 4 new Warriors.
And yep, got some more new Warriors checking in the game. Everybody's getting some playing time tonight. 1:25 left to play.
Did you bring your suit, Andy?
I did not. Left it at home. I could run home and get it. Maybe go out and shoot some three-pointers.
Oh, nice pass and points there by Caleb Floyd.
Quick miss by the Raiders. And the pass ahead to the Warriors. Three-point attempt off the mark. Offensive rebound and the putback good for Kirk Bush. Not to be confused with the NASCAR driver. Kirk with a K. Avery, Cameron Moore.
Nice job by 45 there.
As far as the Westside, number 31, Trevor Wigington.
So 5 seconds left, all but the inbound. And it is a 1-and-1. And they're not going to worry about it. Nice little confusion by the referees, and we're out of here. 77-42, the final of this one. And again, it has been a pleasure to cover the Warriors this season, and what a great way to end it, Wes.
Oh, great way for the Warriors. But like I said, it's a much-needed win after that heartbreaking loss to Valley View earlier this week.
So we'll step aside for a quick break. We'll come back and wrap up tonight's broadcast for the final time in 2019 from the Warrior Dome.
You've got a lot of choices when you buy home furnishings. There are many reasons to choose Hubbard & Hope Furniture, Blytheville and Osceola.
At Hubbard & Hope, you'll find a great selection of furniture, appliances, bedding, and electronics with outstanding service, 6 ways to finance your purchase, and free local delivery.
Plus, you'll get a great deal every day on name brands you know and trust.
Great deals, outstanding service, and free delivery. You're going to love
Hubbard & Hope Furniture, Blytheville and Osceola.
You live. We put you first. Introducing You First Banking, only at First National Bank.
Denver's Refrigeration is a proud supporter of the Westside Warriors. Just like the Westside School District strives for excellence by engaging learners, empowering minds, and educating all, Denver's Refrigeration strives for excellence by providing you with knowledgeable staff, quality workmanship, and speedy service. At Denver's Refrigeration, we believe it's a great time to be a Westside Warrior. Denver's Refrigeration, 3501 East Parker Road in Jonesboro.
Welcome back to the Warrior Dome on Senior Night. Andy Maness and Wes Cisco ready to wrap things up here with you. 77-42, the final score. Wes, another great win for Westside and a good way to close out their regular season home schedule.
Yeah, like you said, another great win. Overall, everybody just contributed there, getting them ready for next Thursday night in the semifinals of the district tournament to be held at Pocahontas.
Of course, this is not our last broadcast of the year. We've got some tournament games coming up next Friday.
Next Friday night, we got a doubleheader boys and girls finals from Manila in the 3A3 district tournament.
So we hope to have you back here with us next Friday night. Again, we'll be broadcasting live from Manila, so make sure you tune in here on Tubetown. For everybody who made tonight's game possible, appreciate all of our camera operators, all of our guys down in the truck. Of course, our executive producer, Marcus Carlton. For West Cisco, I'm Andy Maness saying so long from the Warrior Dome for the final time in 2019. Thanks for hanging with us.